Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to do a hair care video, and I'm also going to go through my hair care favorite products. First of all, my hair type, I would say it's like coarse, wavy hair. So if you have super thin, straight hair, these tips might not be as helpful for you. But if you're someone else that has kind of thick hair, then definitely maybe you'll get some ideas from this. I hope you will. As you can also see, my hair's super long. This is really long for my hair. Usually I like to keep my hair kind of about this length, but I don't know, I've just sort of been rolling with it. It just keeps growing and I just keep not getting a haircut. But the way that I keep it healthy, even though it's so long, is to not wash it very often at all. Maybe 3 times that I shower, I actually wash my hair, and the rest of the time I just put it up. And that's because every time I wash my hair, it just dries it out. It just takes a long time for the natural oils of my scalp to get to the ends of my hair. So that's my number one tip, is just not washing my hair very much. And when I do wash it, I start out by first brushing through it. And my favorite brush, this Sonia Kashuk brush from Target. It has a really nice handle and it's a great size, and it has these bristles that are just really finely packed together, and they're of different lengths. And so the way that this works really well is just at kind of smoothing the hair and pulling the oils from the scalp to the ends of the hair. So usually before I shower, what I do is I start at the ends and I just brush my hair out from the ends all the way up to the scalp, and then I brush all the way down, all the way around, and that pulls all the oils down. And then once my hair is brushed out, then I use, right now I've been using this Blandi protein mist. And this says it's for restyling hair. I don't use it for that. I just spray this all over the ends of my hair before I shower, just as sort of a protective coating. I'm just using this right now because I got it as a sample. Something else that really worked well is, for a while I was using argan oil. Then, to wash my hair, I always use sulfate-free shampoo. Sulfates are the chemicals in shampoo that make it lather up. So it feels like you're getting cleaner because you're getting all these bubbles, but the chemicals that make those bubbles are actually stripping your hair of oils, or if you have color treated hair, it's stripping the color and just generally drying out your hair. L'Oreal has great sulfate-free shampoos. They have, this is the Everpure line, which is just kind of a straight up sulfate-free shampoo. They also have an Ever Sleek line if you have frizzy or damaged hair, and I can't remember the other one, but there's another one too. But I really, really love this, and it smells great. It's rosemary juniper smell, and it's great. There's also conditioners in this line. I wouldn't recommend necessarily this Everpure conditioner. I feel like it doesn't do very much. I feel like I have to use a lot of it to get any kind of effect, and I actually use up the conditioner faster than the shampoo in this line, which is really weird. Most of the time you shouldn't be having to use more conditioner than shampoo. So I'm not a huge fan of this. So actually what I've been using instead is, I recently colored my hair with L'Oreal Healthy Look Cream Gloss, which is just, it's essentially just a brightening gloss. It kind of evens out the tone and brightens it up a little bit. And it came with this little conditioner, and I've just been making this last and using this, and this is amazing. So I feel like because these are the same brand, they're both L'Oreal, that L'Oreal must have a good conditioner. So I'm going to try next the Ever Sleek, because I think it might just fit my kind of drier hair. Then once my hair's wet, it's a big pain, so I don't dry it, because to dry my hair from wet takes like over an hour. It takes almost 2 hours, so I don't dry it. What I do is I put it up. Well, I either just sleep with it down on a towel, or sometimes I'll put it up in this clip. This is an amazing clip. It's called a Lindsay clip, and Linzi, and their slogan is like, you can lean back on a Lindsay because it's flat. But I don't like it because I can lean back on it. I just like it because it's so wide and it has kind of 2 rows of teeth. It has the teeth here and the teeth here, and it's really strong because you're working with 2 different sets of hinges, a hinge here and a hinge here, rather than traditional clips where you're just working off 1 hinge. So I just find that this is the only clip that really works with my hair. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just put it up into a top knot and clip it with this and just sleep with it up. So that's my favorite clip. When I style my hair, which is not very often, I'd say maybe every other week, and the rest of the time I just kind of go natural, I love using Hot Tools curling irons. And this is a Hot Tools with a magic arm, which means that the handle isn't sprung. This is a traditional curling iron. You can see that the handle is sprung. I find that the unsprung handle just gives me a little more control. You can also unlock this chamber here so that the entire iron can swivel and you're not getting your cord tangled up. So I really love that. This one doesn't have a lock, but it also has the swivel here so that you're not getting tangled, but you can't like rotate this one the way that you can this one. But anyhow, what I do is I use this one first, and this is, I think, a 1-inch barrel, and I go around, I part my hair at the back, and I start at the back, and I take pieces that are about that big, and then I take this and I sort of hold it so that my 3 fingers are behind the magic arm and my 1 finger is on the top, kind of controlling it. And then I bring the hair to the end of the iron, and then I just roll it up like that. And then I hold it for about 10 seconds or until you can feel the heat coming through the other side. But you want to be careful when you do that you don't burn yourself because these get super hot. But you can just sort of test it. And then once it's done, I just pull it out. But this obviously was not hot, so it didn't curl. So first of all, I go around my whole head like that, and every kind of 4 to 6 curls, I would say, I blast it with my tresemme hairspray. So just really, so say I had just curled a couple, just a really generous amount of hairspray. And I do that as I go. And then, once it's all been curled in sort of those big, more barrel curls, which you can see kind of underneath here, actually they've all kind of fallen out because it's kind of hot in my apartment, so it's all like wilting. But before it was really nice and barrel curled underneath. And then what I do is I go back in with my 3/4 inch, which is smaller, and this one, because it doesn't have this same mechanism where I can easily wind up the hair, this one I have to use a different way, which is this way, which, say I take this piece here and I pull the stand out, and then I place the stand on my head and just wrap the hair around, going away from the face. For the curls that are underneath, it doesn't really matter which way you curl them. But this one, you want to go away from the face, once again waiting 8 to 10 seconds, and then you release that curl. And this was not hot either. But so then I just kind of do that along the top, and what that does is it brings kind of some volume up here, and it also just sort of creates a little more face framing layers rather than just having everything be really long curls. Then I blast the whole thing with this tresemme hairspray, which is amazing. Then, to kind of get a more natural looking texture and not just like ringlets, I spray it with Charlotte Ronsen Perfect Mess hairspray, which I've talked about before. It smells like the beach. and I just spray this all over. I'll actually do it now. Actually spray this all over my head. It smells really, really good. And then I just scrunch it into the hair, and it just helps to create a more piecey, kind of beachy look, but without making it look too dry. So I use that, and that also helps to create volume at the top here. And then the final step is if there's some fuzz or flyaways happening at the top, which there isn't right now because I've already sprayed it a lot. But if there was, then what I do is I take my Redken Shine Brilliance Shineflash spray, and this spray is really, really, really amazing. And what this does is you just spray it on anywhere where you feel like you just need a little more control. Like, see back here how it's like a little fuzzy? So you just hit it with that, and then it just sort of tames down the areas and creates a really shiny finish. And I've used this all over my hair, which is why it looks pretty shiny right now. So those are sort of my 3 fave styling products. Something that I find that works for me is just the days when I want to have styled nice hair are kind of few and far between, and the other days I try to give my hair a break. I wear it up. I wear it a lot of times in like a side braid or just sort of piled up on my head with a clip, and I just try to keep the days that I'm really like getting into it and styling it and using a lot of product to a minimum, just because then those days where you do want your hair to look really great, it does. Now I'm just rambling. And the sun is starting to shine directly into my eyes. Why don't I just show you an updo? Why not? So I'm going to just pull my hair back. I pull it all to the back, to the nape of the neck, and then I'm just going to take it and twist it, kind of as if you're doing a French twist. And then I'm going to pull it around one more time because I have a lot of hair. And then I'm going to take this amazing clip and just clip it right like that. And there you go, really easy updo. And anyway, there it is. Also, this eye look will be part of the tutorials that I'm going to load soon. So that's all. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.